Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot, and we are back for some player props and spreads in the NBA for Friday, June 11th. We went 3-1 yesterday, 6-1 over the past 2 days, and let's recap it. Giannis over 32.5 points. Man dropped 15 in the first quarter. Slowed down, but still hits the over 33 points. Chris Middleton over 33.5 PRAs. Easiest cash. Maybe you thought I didn't say points plus rebounds plus assists and you just took over 33.5 points. Well, he cashed that for you as well. Big game, and the Bucks needed every single point of it. Donovan Mitchell over 29.5 points. Man had 27 in the first half. Ends with 37. Easy cash as well. Our only loss, Bruce Brown, under 6.5 rebounds. And I could have sworn all of his rebounds were off Giannis three-point bricks. Don't know why he continues to shoot three-pointers, but whatever. After watching that last-second layup, I'm glad the basketball god said, yeah, no. You ain't like that, Bruce Brown. Get that out of here. But he's not the only one. Joe Harris, we didn't bet on him, but he did bet on the game. You think about it, he put the house on the Bucks money line. What was that man doing out there? Whatever. We'll move on. It is Friday. We got 2 games to play. And I did a video on the Suns versus Nuggets game. Go check out that one. It is linked in the description as well as at the end of the video. Subscribe if you're new. We are almost at 6,200 subscribers. We appreciate it. You get to see our daily MLB picks as well as the NBA ones that you're watching right now. Who says no? Just click that subscribe button. Also, shout out to our COS All-Stars on the screen, the real MVPs. If you want to become one, less than $3 a month, click the join button on the channel or click the link in the description. Logan and I really appreciate it. You get some cool perks and it's fun to show your support to us. Let's see if we can hit 200 likes. We haven't hit that in a while, so go smash that like button. Let's stay hot, and we're starting with the Hawks versus Sixers game, and we're tied 1-1, going back to Atlanta, and this spread is close. It's a close one. I believe the Sixers are 1 to 2 point favorites, but more or less it's a pick-em game. But where are we starting? We're starting with Clint Capela. We're taking his over 4.5 fouls, minus 1,000. This is the closest thing to a lock that I can give you. All joking aside, this man's hacking, and this isn't an actual line. We're going to actually get into a real play, but he's almost fouled out in both games. Moving on to our actual first play, we're starting with Bogdanovic over 17.5 points, minus 110. And I know what you're thinking. Why are you going back to the Bogdan? Well, he just hit you with 14 points. And that's mainly because he's shooting a ton. 6 for 16 in Game 2, and sure, you don't love that. He did manage 21 points in Game 1 on 7 of 17 shooting, but he's shooting just a combined 13 of 33, below 40%, well below his season average. And so let's talk about it. I mean, we talked about it with Chris Middleton. It's a big difference to play at the road versus playing at home. And we're going to talk about it, and I think the same will hold true with Bogdanovic. You look at Bogey on the road. In his 22 games on the road this season, he's averaged just above 15 points per game, shooting 45% from the field and a little over, I believe, 41% from three-point land. Now, you switch that and you're playing at home, same amount of games. He's averaging, you see his points go up to 17.5, just what this line is. You see him shoot nearly 50% from the field and almost 47% from three-pointer, a big 5% jump in the three-point percentage and almost a 5% jump in field goal percentage as a whole. I mean, if his shot attempts continue to come and they continue to increase, like we've seen 16 and 17 shots in Game 1 and 2, I think he easily hits this. You look at the line increase from 16.5, which he did not hit in Game 2, to 17.5. Despite him not even hitting this, that means Vegas and the sportsbooks are showing him a little bit of respect, and I think we have a big bogey night tonight, and that's why I'm locking it in. We're taking it, and we're taking Bogdanovic over 17.5 points. My last play of the day. And then if you want to check out, I got 3 more in the Nuggets game. But Ben Simmons, I'm taking his under 7.5 rebounds. And here's why. I tried to give Ben a chance in Game 1. And he said, no, yeah, I'm good. You can keep your money. And thus, I'm out of here. So I'd consider his PRA line, but I do think he scores more points. He did attempt just a big 3 shots. And while that doesn't have to necessarily deal with his rebounds, he did score 17 points in Game 1 on 7 of 7 shooting. But let's talk about his rebounding game. He had 4 rebounds and 10 assists in Game 1, and then followed that up with 3 rebounds and 7 assists in Game 2. And so I say assists as well because I considered his rebounds plus assist line, which I believe is sitting at 15.5. The under is minus 122. And I know a lot of people out there don't have his rebounds and assist line, but I want to give it to those people that are out there. Now, I did consider that line, but here's my thought process. There is a world where he goes out there and drops 12 assists and he will hit that over. But I don't think there's a world where he doesn't hit, so like I said, there's a world where he goes and gets 4 rebounds and 12 assists, hits the over. But I don't think there's a world where he hits this over in rebounds, but doesn't hit the over in RAs. So I think you got a better chance taking the under in 7.5 rebounds. I think that has a better chance of hitting because if he gets over 7.5 rebounds, I'd be willing to bet that he hits over 15.5 rebounds and assists. But like I said, either way, he hasn't been close to this line. You've seen it. He had 3 rebounds in game 1 or game 2, 4 rebounds in game 1. You look at it all the way back, he hasn't broken 6 rebounds against this Atlanta Hawks team. And that's large in part due to him being the primary defender on Trae Young. So he's obviously, Trae Young's got the ball in his hands almost 24/7. He's going to have the ball in his hands all day today. And he's out on the perimeter. So where's Ben Simmons? Out on the perimeter, guarding Trae Young, because you got to respect his range. And thus, he doesn't get a lot of rebounds. Sure, if he wants to put up 8 rebounds today, sure, so be it. But he hasn't broken the 6 rebound mark, and he needs 8 today. He hasn't broken 6 in the 4 games against the Atlanta Hawks. You even go back to last year. They played 2 times. He didn't hit it in either of those 2 games. I think we got a good chance of hitting this one today, and that's why I'm taking it. Ben Simmons under 7.5 rebounds, sitting at about -110. You'll love to see that. As for the spread pick, and I won't put any money on it, but I'd be leaning Atlanta. I think Atlanta bounces back at home today. Maybe it's a little bit of that zigzag theory where one team wins one, the next wins the next. But they're 1.5 point underdogs, which arguably I think they should be worse underdogs just because I think Philadelphia is the better team. But I do think the Atlanta Hawks bounce back and win this game today. But I'm not putting any money on it, so do what you want with it. Recap, Bogdanovic over 17.5 points, and Ben Simmons under 7.5 rebounds. Thank you guys for all the support recently. Subscribe if you're new. We really appreciate it. Let's keep rolling 6-1 over the past 2 days. Let's see if we can keep this going. I have 3 plays in the Denver Nuggets versus Phoenix Suns game 3, so go check that one out. Linked right here. And I really appreciate it. For more player props and spreads, I'll be back tomorrow. This has been Austin. Let's go make some money and start the weekend off right. Peace.